think it was raining earlier. Could be wrong. Maybe it's not. Let's see here. A little past 6 in the morning. A lot of clouds out there. But it's supposed to maybe rain today, according to good old news. But let's go outside. Let's go outside here and continue on. Got roosters and stuff. Remind us that it's morning. Actually, they do that in the middle of the day sometimes from next door. And we're going to talk about etiquette. We're going to talk about etiquette. And we're going to talk about a buddy system, I guess, of some sorts. A little common sense social communications in the modern era. I'm writing a book called Annihilation right now that talks about the social networking sites. This Phantom Studios were recorded well over 70 albums right here. Produced a couple movies. And it's been in the family for the land over here since I was a child. So one of the internet etiquettes is no specific addresses and no specific names usually. I have a biz law book that I mentioned in there yesterday where there's certain exceptions. If you're a celebrity, for example, you can't just camp out in front of your neighbor's house unless she's a celebrity, basically, is what the book's saying. Like they've done in front of Britney Spears' house. Okay, that's a specific name there. Then they ask, then this issue of all men created equal in the Constitution here in the United States comes into question. And obviously, the broadcasts are available worldwide. You say, if all men are created equal, how come this, how come that? No, that's a good question. But in the preamble, there's a talk of domestic tranquility, and that's my only guess. If some people are a little more prepared, and some people invite it, as far as social attention from strangers, from people they've never met on the street. And this YouTube thing seems to create a gradient between what seemed to be black and white before. You're a celebrity, I'm a fan of yours. Because it seems to become mutual in some cases. That's just a knee-jerk reaction, a hypothesis. I studied communications during the 90s. So, I got my first YouTube bud on this site right here, Homer Cocktail 076, which is my discussion site. And I welcome major pain, and I can't remember the numbers after that, but I put invites. I put out invites to all my critics, my so-called critics, for my YouTube Homer Cocktail site, which is music videos, basically. Why? Because some of them I'm not sure understood my philosophy, which is to be laid back. If I do anything good, hey man, it's a bonus. But hey, I don't know. You guys are helping me figure it out as much as I'm figuring out myself. This new medium, right? So I got some notes right here, and 10 minutes to cover them. Got a guitar that maybe strum a couple notes or something like that. We're halfway through 10 minutes right now. So let's just get this underway real quick, and maybe figure something out. I have lessons. I have lessons on the other side. If you punch in pentonic, first position, staff and timing. Those are some of the lessons I have there. Dyad, I think, and a couple, maybe there's about 5 of the 206 now videos. I had 207, except that one of them was a commentary on modern music. And I guess if the music's incidental in the background, they let you keep it on. And if it's not too loud, I'm not really sure. I live in California. 135 candidates ran for governor when Schwarzenegger was running. And the network couldn't leave on a candidate for more than 8 seconds without it being considered an endorsement. So they had these short little spots on late night, Jay Leno, whatever that one was, a few years ago. So I'm not really sure the whole thing on that over there, because I've heard people, me singing, this, or me doing that or whatever, and I don't know what the difference was, but I had a video recently pulled. Most of the stuff I have on the site's cover music, acoustic cover music is most of it. But I was doing the commentary, and I went ahead and put on one of my MySpaces, tinyurl.com/GRP-analysis. Okay, but where I'm talking about New Order's song "Bizarre Love Triangle" and Frente's version of the same song, which is very acoustic and not electric at all. But yeah, it's a new age, and I'm gonna force something now. I did this in the first piece, something I have written on my hand here. It's like a spider in a wheel well, okay, where you see a web in the wheel well or something. Any kind of modern structure where the existence of spiders predated wheel wells and cars and everything. And same with humans and in modern technology here. See, you can't really see. There's lights across the street that are still on, but yeah, we're still trying to figure this thing out, and you got to learn how to be civil. And the instinct to go after what's good and to avoid what's bad is still there. You don't put your address on MySpace if you're throwing a party. Apparently, you might wound up with someone from towns away, stalking you and showing up with firearms or whatever. Human nature, the hormones and all, haven't changed too much over the last couple hundred years, but the technology's changed. So, in between A and B, if we could behave in everything, hey man, more power to all of us, right? We're not going to have a big brother, the government coming and telling us how, when, where, why we need to talk if everything's kept on the cool, which is why we're doing the site right here. We're a musician, supposed musician, whatever, aspiring musician, whatever you want to call it, communicates with the public. Now, I'm not Britney Spears with the PR firms and all, and with the buffer of MTV or Viacom and VH1, all which thing, right? Sometimes we do this on our own. I have a community college communications degree in liberal arts, and I've gone to college in Southern California, and that's the extent of my training. We'll talk about that over the months too, if we need to. But we're at 10 minutes. I've got to go. Next time, etiquette. Okay.